Morning everybody, down here at the lease block where we shifted these hoggets, or ewe lambs, yesterday. Put them in a runoff paddock, had this open, but they just never came in here, they didn't find the gate. So down here this morning making sure they get on the crop, and yeah, our aim for these girls is to push them, well not push them, just make sure they're fully fed all the time. So we've got about 6 hectares of kale down here, done really well, just dryland kale. Pretty stoked with that considering the year. So there'd be probably 8 tons of crop in there, so it should last these girls fairly well. Yeah. So the ram hoggets will come down here and go with these while they're on crop. Been proven that that's quite a good way to make sure that they're fully fed, that they're flushing. Yeah, works quite well. So this will be our first year actually mating on crop for these girls, so we'll see how it goes, but they look pretty happy in there. There's a fair amount of feed in there, so we're just breaking it up. Probably that'll last them 4 days, something like that maybe, and then we'll just come put another fence up and break up the paddock. We'll just leave that gate open, they can wander back off here. This is the runoff paddock, like I explained in the crop they were on over there. So I'll leave them there. Got a couple of Lincoln students turning up and Power Farming coming to put the tractor back together today. So back here at home, just had 2 Lincoln students out. They're doing their personal farm studies, their PFS. So it's where a couple of students will come to a farm and you just tell them everything about it. So they do a couple of reports, projects, and then one of them is looking at financials and giving you some other options for the farm. So it's pretty valuable, just another set of eyes on the business and see what these young guys can come up with. So yeah, up here with the heifers, and the first and second calving heifers. So we're due to scan on Monday, next Monday. Today is Wednesday. So we're just making sure that they're getting fed enough. So we've got a break in this grass paddock. They're getting hay and baleage as well. Yeah, and water out of here. So there is a pond with water in it over there, but it's pretty yuck, not that great. So making sure they've got good water and plenty to eat for these girls to recover after having a calf, and to be in good condition to go through the winter for next year. And then for the ones with the yellow tags, they're first calvers. So yeah, hopefully scanning goes alright next week. We've got the cows down there, they're all looking pretty happy, all calmed down after weaning. Yeah, so we just fed them hay this morning as well, and then we're going to go fix a fence in their paddock. Got the ewes up on the airstrip up there. So they ram was put out with them on the 1st, so that was Monday. Yeah. So they are just skipping through some small paddocks just to keep the rams together with the ewes, and so they've got one more on the hill, and then they're going to come down. Oh, that wasn't very nice, Bailey. And then they're going to come down and go on the flats. I've got a few good grass paddocks on the flats for them to go around, get into. They'll get most of the mating done down there on the flats. Oh yeah, and the tractor's going back together. So mechanics from Power Farming are currently putting the front axle back in the tractor, which is pretty cool. So we can get that thing up and running again and use our own run rather than using the borrowed one. So hopefully that goes all well, and there'll be no issues going forward from that drama. doing? Being a nuisance. Okay, goodbye. Barbed wire fence fixed. Just put a crimp on the top barb. Yeah, these girls are happy. On to the next job. So these ewes, so the hill country ewes are due to come into this paddock to be, continue their flushing and while the ram's out with them. So plenty of grass in here, but we just need to fix these fences. So this would have been toiling away at just fixing fixing these fences here where some trees came over. So we had a brother-in-law, neighbour had a guy come in and chop them up, so I just had to fix fences. So we're getting there. Got to get some barbed wire crimps just to do the barb at the top, and then we're all pretty much done, which is good. Get in, Elfie! Morning, Fluff. Good morning, doing the rounds again this morning. Just shifted these hill ewes into another paddock, so just to make sure that we're not pushing them. Yeah, and they're looking good. They're continuing along with their mating, so this will be the last hill paddock. The next paddock they go after this will be down on the flats. So we're just going to go up, check the heifers up here, and see whether their brake needs shifting. Those heifers up the top there had plenty of feed, so we'll leave them for another day. Down here with these ragtag bunch of critters, so we're just going to shift this brake. This will be the last one in this paddock, and then yeah, hopefully after pregnancy testing there'll be some dries that join up with these. Then we'll put them all through the yards, figure out what we're going to do with them, and book them in and sell them. Get off me. They'll be pretty happy in there for a few days. So just down here at the lease block, just checking on these ewe lambs. They well and truly got into this, which is good. None of them are out, which is good as again. So we'll probably give them another day in here. Yeah, they've also got this runoff paddock, so most of them are out here frolicking around under the trees over there. Yeah, we'll give them another day, come down tomorrow and put another fence up. So show you what I've been up to this afternoon. Got this big pine tree that came over the fence probably about a year ago now, so just had a sheep fence, temporary sheep fence around it, but I need that to start break feeding ewes and the ones down at the lease block. So been chopping this up, but man, she'd be 100+ year old big old man pine, so she's a fair bit of work in here, but we're getting there. Nearly got the deer fence to be stood up, so yeah, we're getting there, but it's nearly knock off time, so we might call it a day. Morning everybody, another day. Today's Friday. Got these ewes on the move. They're heading down. They're just going to chew out around the sheds for an hour or so, and then they'll shoot across and go across the road onto the flat country and rotate around there. But I've just got a few pushy buggers to get out of this other paddock. They've pushed through a fence overnight. I'll investigate where they got through. Just shot up and shifted the brake for the heifers way up on the knob above the tree up there. So they're all good, and shift the brake for these cows, mixed stage cows, when we come back down. Oh yeah, we'll go and grab these buggers out. Cuz! Blue! Alfie! Oh, so we got those stragglers out. Little buggers. The footage was not appropriate for YouTube, so just gonna take this fence down, let these cows have this wee corner. We fenced this off to stop them damaging the gates and fences while they were getting used to not having the calves, but now they're settled down, they can let them have that grass. Just getting ready to cross the stock, those ewes across the road. So got our signs out, got the drone, so we'll throw the drone up. So that was pretty easy, as you saw, straight across the road. Helps when the ewes know where they're going. Right, they'll be pretty happy in there for a few days. And not too much traffic, so pretty easy all around. So down here at the lease block, these ewes need a shift. Early ewes down here, one of them has actually got fly strike. It's May, and yeah, it doesn't normally happen, but we're going to try and catch her, crutch her. I've got the handy piece here, and then yeah, the girls are going to help me. Alfie, that'll do! Girls are going to help me run them down the road into a new paddock. I'll put her in the corner. Oh, right, so ended up crutching 6, 8 ewes, something like that. Just had fly strike randomly, like on their back, on their side. It's just friggin' wet season with the lumpy wool and like the red wool, lumpy wool, and then just fly strike and long grass, and oh god, talk about frustrating. Anyway, It's like 6 o'clock on a Friday afternoon, Friday night. Got the kids down there, turning them into the paddock, the flashing light, and it's actually a lot darker than the camera shows. So we'll get this done and then call it a day, hopefully. And get all these girls to come out of here and tootle on down the road. Now, and of course, oh no, car's turning. That's good. Right, come on girls, out you hop into a new paddock. Shoot in here, just check we've got everything. Yep, we're all good in there. So I got yous in this is the Coxfoot ryegrass paddock when we took hay off. So still got some hay for sale if anyone needs any. Canterbury, around 120 odd round 5-foot hay bales. Anyway, yeah, so these ewes are good in there. Then we set up a break in here, so they'll go into here next and start their winter rotation around the lease block and tidying things up before lambing. So we'll leave this video there. You say bye bye, Georgia.
Bye.
See you later. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.